conservative new media viewers and NBA fans all around the world. What's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion and the Super G's. I'm talking about the NBA Finals, dude. I'm talking about San Antonio versus the Miami Heat. Now, that first game in San Antonio was very interesting because you had that whole Heat situation there with the AC, and that whole the whole place was hot, and LeBron James goes out with cramps and everything like that, and San Antonio won at home. Now, I'm not surprised that San Antonio won at home because, I mean, they're a great team. They had a great record, and it's a home game. But that whole situation with the AC and everything like that, that was kind of a strange situation, in my opinion, and it just, you know, for the NBA Finals, it's not something that you would expect. First of all, my personal opinion only, not alleged any facts, not casting any aspersions, all for entertainment purpose only. Please check the disclaimers. But now we're talking about Game 2. And it's a 7-game series. And there's a lot that can happen. And what happened tonight is that the Heat came out on fire and they laid it down, dude. Especially LeBron James. And there was a lot, I mean, LeBron, woo! If we learned anything tonight, I think that we learned that when LeBron James is on the court, San Antonio is in trouble. 35 points, 10 rebounds, explosive, but both teams were just firing from range, dude. I mean, there were so many threes that were taken, especially in that third quarter. But at the end of the day, and look, San Antonio came back and they were doing stuff, and their bench was responding, and Ginobili was doing stuff, and Duncan and Parker took a rough elbow there. So we'll see what kind of impact that might have. But the point and the bottom line is this. When it came down to crunch time in that fourth quarter, when it came down to the end, you had LeBron step up, you had Chris Bosh step up with a critical three. Dude, I mean, they were all guarding LeBron. Kick out. Oh, don't forget about Bosh. Drain it. And yeah, Birdman wasn't on the court there, but when he was not on, you have even more offensive firepower for the Miami Heat. And I think there were some critical turnovers and some missteps by San Antonio. And which is kind of strange because that's a team that has a lot of experience. But I don't feel like San Antonio has the same kind of fluidity, the same kind of gel in the crunch that Miami has, especially with the big three. Wade, LeBron, and Bosh, they all stepped up tonight. And Ray Allen, I think, adds a nice level of experience and outside shooting threat to that whole mix, which then opens up the middle for LeBron and Wade to do the drive to the basket. I have to believe that at this point, Miami is in control. They've already won a game over there in San Antonio. Now it goes to Miami for 2 games. And when this series is in the 305, I feel like you're going to see a Miami team that is energized to the next level. I like Miami in this series at this point, but I do think we're going to see an excellent series. And anything can happen, no question about it. It's early. And San Antonio is an excellent team. So this is what the NBA Finals is all about. This is the level of competition that we expect at this time of the season in the playoffs. And we're getting it, and you're seeing the 2 best teams facing off, 2 legendary franchises. That's right, I said legendary, and San Antonio fits in that category. With Hall of Fame players on both sides of that court. And I'm just thinking here for a second. I'm just pondering for a second. I mean, you saw that look from Tim Duncan's face. He didn't look happy. Tim Duncan has done so much in San Antonio. He has had a level of play and a level of excellence and rings and everything like that that is just phenomenal. But you have to think about this. What happens if he comes back? How impressive is that going to be? What kind of comparison to some of the greats is going to be lauded on Tim Duncan at that point? Turn it around. If Tim Duncan loses this, and we can remember last year when he had that one shot, that like sort of quasi sort of layup type of situation there, and he missed it. And the look of sort of or the motion of in my opinion, dejection after missing that critical shot. How close that series was. If LeBron wins, I mean, I have said for a long time I believe he's the best player in the NBA. And you look back at all the things going back to the decision and the controversy there. I thought it was great. The total validation, having been back to back and now again for LeBron James. But if he loses, what then for LeBron's future? What then for the future of the Big Three? What impact at that point? So much is on the line here. The stakes are so high. And that's what makes it interesting. And I think that tonight, LeBron made a statement of why he's the best. And now it goes to Miami. What do you think about that? Give me the comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it on your social networking sites. Thanks so much for watching. I'm JDV. I'll see you next time.